It's Mountain Bike Life 25, and yeah, the only thing that really disappoints me about the modern hockey cards this year is that it's just getting to the point like I hear about grown men fighting over blaster boxes in Walmart. And they're more intended for the kids. You know, make sure that you're packing a thick wallet. Like, if you're gonna get a blaster box, make sure that you buy like a blaster box for your son. So, or whatever. So, like, it just does that really saddens me. I like the hockey card shops because they don't let that happen. It's more civil, and buy from the local hockey card shops. And they're doing their best to put base cards together and give them away for free to kids. And you know, that's the best thing to do. Like, but if you want to treat your kids to something during the lockdown and you can get cards delivered to you, get them a blaster box. You never know, they might get a Laffy YG. Something you can share, and you know what you do? You get it graded, and then you split the money 50-50 with the kid, and you know, never know, and then just put his money, the money that you got out of it, half of it, into something long term, like a college degree, something that will make him money. There's always a lot of upside, and getting young people into the hobby is the most important thing. Making them realize that, hey, this is awesome, because we don't want kids getting into soccer or football or anything like that. Hockey's number one sport. To me, it is. Hockey, soccer, it's all good, but like, there is nothing like watching hockey. It's better with the fans. There's just something about it, like the speed of Connor McDavid, the big saves from the likes of Vasilevsky and all those elite goaltenders out there, and there's just something exciting. Even the retro days of Gretzky, Niedermeyer, all those types of players, Paul Coffey, Patrick Waugh, Ronnie Hextall. There's some great stories of Ronnie Hextall. Um, Definitely some great players from those eras. Um, and this is what we want to remind our kids of. If you got doubles of 92, 93, I mean, like, of 1990s cards, just pack them a stack. Don't put them up for sale. Just pack a stack for your kids and then leave it in a little box. And then tell them to clean their room. And just don't touch that certain box until they're all done cleaning their room. And then they open that box and they're like, thank you, daddy, or mommy, or whatever. You know, you can make it work your way. Think about it. I just want to give a friendly shout out to Puck Daddy 93. Great guy. I love his channel. And if you haven't subscribed, I don't know why. Just subscribe. Beautiful hockey cards on there. Just absolutely gorgeous. And I like the fact that they're graded. Um, there's just something exciting when you see them in a grade. It's kind of like they're in a trophy. It really does look like they're in a case, a trophy case. And I want to get mine graded so bad. It's like, ooh, I'm just chomping at the bit. Just get a few done. I'm thinking of going the M&T Passage. He likes PSA. Everybody has their own standards, and that's the fun of the sport. But the most fun thing is, I think we could all do, like, some of these are doubles. I don't have kids yet, but I'm thinking of actually just packing these all up, and the ones I don't need, I'm just gonna give away. it's just, there's nothing really there. There's that Lemieux's pretty nice, but it'd be nice just to also give back to people that, are raising kids and they don't have much money to buy hockey cards and just let alone groceries and rent. Well, there you go. Help them out. And yeah. I think that's something that, like, my buddy over on the other channel, Puck Daddy 93, would say. And I think that's where I kind of get it from, because he is just a really straightforward guy who believes in good ethics and wants to sport and of collecting. I wouldn't say collecting is a sport, but it is pretty fun. And this great thing we call collecting be passed on to the next gen, because it's only going to get stronger. I've seen it dwindle in years, and now since COVID has packed us up in our places, it's starting to become better. And that's the thing. We want it to be a better organized thing for everyone. And having collections we should be happy with. But not only that, make sure the kids are happy. If they clean their rooms, they get cards. Doubles of the cards you have. So say if you got Jaromir Jagr, rookie, and I know this sounds way crazy. If they clean their room for a whole entire year, they do a spick and span job and vacuum your floors, they get it. They got a double of UPC Premier Jaromir Jagr. But the promise is that they can't sell it until they feel like it, and that would be on their college tuition days. You never know. I think what Puck Daddy 93 has came across is a great thing. I do believe the nice cards are coming up in value. They've been crazy on eBay. I don't think it's a bubble. At first it did, but now it's starting to revelate that this ain't coming down. We're starting to have a lot of fun. And there's a lot of great players out there like Forsberg, all kinds. I could go into detail for miles. Lidstrom, two of the best Swedish players ever born. Solani. Yeah. Bure. Man, now I'm just dreaming. Thinking about the good old days. Oh, man. There were some great players from back in the day. Burnaby Joe Sakic. Yeah. Sergei Fedorov. Wow. That's when the Red Wings kind of ruled the roost. Them and the Devils and the Avalanche were pretty strong teams. And don't count out the Florida Panthers. Give them honorable mention. They tried hard. That was a tight series. That could have went either way. That was probably 1995 was one of the most exciting Stanley Cups of all, because there was just so many strange things that happened that year to make it all end up on that. Waugh gets traded to the Colorado Avalanche. I'm a Habs fan, so I'm freaking out of my mind. But I kind of knew there was a feeling, a vibe that Waugh was hungry for cups. And he wasn't going to get another one in Montreal. It wasn't going to happen. Not in the era that they were in. The condition, like the draft picks they're bringing in, they weren't synthetic to winning the Stanley Cup. But what Colorado offered was great. They gave us T-Ball, and T-Ball's a great goaltender. There's no knocking T-Ball around. He actually made the All-Star and did great. He survived an Al MacInnis slap shot. Ooh, broke his thumb, but survived it. If he could see it, he could stop it. He was pretty good back in his day. And then we got another goalie, I think. Yeah, that was Abisher. That one that was sad. I'm just gonna leave it at that. Abisher was sad. I feel bad for the kid. You know what I think it was that really hurt him? It was actually Montreal. The pressure of playing in Montreal is crushing. It's like getting sitting underneath a motor scraper. Have you ever seen a motor scraper or a bulldozer? That's what it feels like playing in Montreal, I bet you. You know, that's why players just dwindle sometimes. It's just so much, you know, I wouldn't say media, but I'd say fans that just lose it in an eighth of a second over nothing. And that's the sad fact of being a Habs fan. You know that your team's not going to do well. It's not because they went out and they got great players. It's because the fanfare could be a lot better. We got some brutal fans. And I must say, if you're a Habs fan, you're watching this, don't get mad at me. Don't leave a rude complaint reply. Please just be humble and say, I have to change. That's something I had to say to myself. I got to get away from the vicious cycle that I was in last year. But the Flyers bouncing the Habs out. Well, that Carter Hart's a red hot goalie. We just couldn't get it past him. They got a great defense core. It is what it is, you know. We could outplay them like we had equal amount of power forwards, but we just couldn't outplay their defense. It was just shutdown style, similar to what the Islanders bring, but not really. Some people were kind of flaking on Lafayette, but I think the fact about Laffy, he is going to get better. It's just one game. People are freaking out, but that's a really talented to the core Islanders team. And I'm gonna say Islanders and Avalanche in the Cup. Why am I not making a game pick? It's tough. It's very tough. I'm not even picking my own team, Habs. It's just they are the two teams I think that really have serious talent this year. And I think it'll go 7 games. Right to triple overtime. Islanders and the Avalanche. Lots of long travel, but still. It'd be an interesting series. But that's my thoughts. Will it come true? No. Probably not. And I just want to wish everybody who is cheering on an NHL team the very best. And take my word for that. Try that clean up the room thing with a kid and hide a box somewhere and make sure it's at the back of the room where everything needs to be clean. And if they try to throw it out, just tell them you're going to find a small box and that's going to be your box. And it can be 300 count, 400 count of triples and doubles, whatever you think they deserve. And then you got to give them a big prize at the end of the year if they do their cleaning consistently. Now, that's good parenting. And I'll see you later.